Good evening, everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. Hope you are good, enjoying your weekend, and are getting ready for next week. Next 2 weeks are really important, specifically the 10th and 11th of October is really important because we are having trade talks in US in Washington between US and China, and the market is already preparing for that. So if we're gonna have positive news from that trade talk, then obviously market is looking for that. Investors are looking for that positive news since very long. Yeah, if we're not gonna have any positive news from that event next week, yeah, so we're still gonna have next week for that news, but we may hear some rumors during the next week which can move the market, the way we have heard on Friday that US and Trump administration was looking to delist Chinese companies from US exchanges, US stock market. Because of that, we have seen some volatility, some sideways movement. Yeah, and I think yesterday or today they confirmed that no, they are not looking for anything like that. They are not looking to delist Chinese companies and not looking to put capital control on US investors for those who are looking to invest in China. So they are not looking to put capital control. Yeah, if something like that kind of news is going to come next week, that's going to be disaster, in longer run for the market. Means that trade war is going to get more worse. It is already worse, right? And both parties were giving some, positive gestures since last couple of weeks and was trying to calm things. Because of that, we were having, some stability into the market. Yeah. And yes, we can hear something like that kind of news again during the next week. So if you trade, then trade with care. Yeah, we can see sideways movement before we're going to see direction. So what we are expecting in longer run, we are expecting that we're going to have some positive outcome of that trade talk, in October. And after that positive trade talk, we're gonna have stability into the market, and market gonna start to behave normally. So the longer the delay we're gonna have, you know this issue, I mean, the if again they're gonna delay this for, let's say, for next year, this issue for next year, market is already heading for recession. It is already heading for recession. So far we don't see recession, I mean, signs on stock market or on equities. We don't see that, all right, but we can see that numbers are dropping, all right. So the economic indicators, they are dropping significantly to the downside because of these tariffs and trade talks, all right. And if the economic indicators will keep dropping, then obviously things gonna get worse. So you guys already have seen bad data in the Europe. You have seen bad data in the US as well. Consumer confidence dropped, and contracting, right? So going down, so slowing down. So we are expecting positive outcome of that trade talk in October. Yeah. If we're gonna have that, obviously there are gonna be a lot of opportunities for longer run. You're gonna have almost reversal everywhere. All right. So if, let's say, they're not gonna have, I mean, they wouldn't be able to resolve this issue in October, then market is already trending. Things are already worse. Market will stay under pressure and will keep pushing slowly with the previous trends, the way it is doing right now. All right. In that case, then there are going to be more pressure on central banks. All right. Okay, if this issue is not, the trade war issue is not going to resolve, all right, then there are going to be more pressure on central banks for easing, all right. So yeah, ECB went for easing, all right, went for QE, and some other banks are also looking, yeah, and Bank of Australia, Royal Bank of Australia, Reserve Bank of Australia is also looking to cut the interest rate again next week, all right, and Fed already dropped their interest rate, all right. So there are gonna be more pressure on central banks if they're not gonna, solve this issue, this trade war issue. So what they can do, what central banks can do, some central banks are already running negative interest rate policy, all right, or some are close to 1%, all right. Some are close to 1%, and they don't have a lot of room, all right. In that case, governments has to come in and should do something else on fiscal policy side rather than monetary policy side. So in other words, you can say that central banks don't have a lot of room to cut their interest rate, right? They don't have a lot of room. So governments or politicians, the uncertainties which we are having right now in the market, these are driven by politicians, not by central banks, all right? These uncertainties are driven by politicians. If you look at the UK Brexit issue, it is because of the politicians, all right? If you look at the US China, politicians, all right? Uncertainty brought by politicians. If you look at the Iran US, again politicians, all right? If you look at in the Middle East, again politicians are driving the market these days, or have created these uncertainties. So we are hoping something something for positive within next 2-3 weeks, and market to get back again, start to behave normally, and release some pressures on on central banks, and the downturn which we are having right now, right? So that downturn to stop, and the fear which is growing for recession, that fear to stop. Already many big players, they already started to take off their they are taking their money off. They are trying to prefer to hold cash within this uncertain environment. So they are preferring hold cash rather than putting money into the market, all right? So they are trying to avoid themselves from any uncertain things. So hope we're gonna get some positive news within next 2 weeks, and a lot of opportunities gonna be over there in the market. Yeah. So if I'm going to tell you in short words that the positive outcome of these trade talks gonna move, which pair they're gonna move, or which asset they're gonna move, then in simple words, we are expecting safe havens to drop, all right, and other assets which carry risk, those assets to continue. That's the analysis, all right. That's the analysis in short words, all right. So safe havens to drop, and risk assets to gain in their value, all right. So why is that? Why safe havens to drop and risk assets to rise? So currently, what is happening because of these uncertainties which we are having, which I have just told you? Yeah, because of these uncertainties, people are looking for safe assets, all right, where they can park their money if things are going to get more worse, all right. So they are putting their money, since 2019, since start of the or you can say that since last 20 months, people are putting their money in safe assets. They are trying to take precautions because of this downturn, the downturn which we are having, all right. and they are parking their money in safe assets. You can say that gold, silver, or yen, yen chief, or bonds. All right. Some investors still buying bonds. All right. Even the yields are not very much attractive. Yields are very low, but still they are putting their money on the bond in the bond market. Yeah, not buying the U.S. equities, not buying the other equities, trying to avoid to go long on the risk assets. All right. And the other currencies which are running against the dollar, those currencies are losing their value because their economy, economy is not doing well, right? Like Australia, right? Like New Zealand, right? So their economy is not doing well just because of this trade talk, right? So when things gonna start to get better, right? Or when we're gonna have positive outcome of that trade talks, right? Then the whole market gonna reverse, right? Whole market, people gonna take off their, people gonna stop buying bonds, right? People gonna stop buying gold, stop buying silver, stop buying yen, stop buying chief, all right? They're gonna stop buying dollar, right? And they're gonna start buying those assets which are losing their value right now. Yeah, they're gonna start to invest in the equity market. All right, some assets, some equity assets are still at the top. If you're gonna buy those assets at the top, then you're not gonna get a good return over there. So you have to go there where you are having a lot of potentials, like emerging markets. All right, so there are going to be opportunities, and or the currencies which already have lost their value against the dollar, right? So they're going to be potential. Okay, so things going to get better at one point. All right, the way currently uncertainties are driving the market, at some point you're going to see that there will be stability into the market. All right, there will be stability into the market. So let's move on. Let's look at the website first, and then we're going to look at the setups for next week. So if anyone want to join us, just simply head to the techtradingacademy.com, check the membership levels. And there are two packages. Yeah, 1 year plan and 2 year plan. 2-year plan, and if you are looking for further information, just fill the inquiry form and send that form to me. So I'm having a lot of text and a lot of text. People are complaining about the price, right? So I think this is fair. This is a reasonable price, all right? So it's going to be something like $80. 80 or $83 per month, which is not expensive for 1 year. All right, so you can fill that form for further information and can send that form to me for further information. All right, so if you're looking for social sites so that you can follow me on social sites for ideas and updates, just simply head to my TradingView profile, Wave Trader. All right, let's see this chart or this setup. Just check this signature box. All right, so just check the signature box. You're gonna see all links are there. So website and YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Slack, and Telegram. All right, so now let's move on to I have just posted these setups, guys. So yeah, you can watch. Let's look at the setups quickly. So Kiwi dollar, okay, so the fundamental analysis which I have just made at the start, all right, so based on that there should be a longer term reversal. Okay, so stability, Kiwi is already under pressure because of the uncertainty. Okay, so we are expecting some positive outcome of trade talks. All right, so that positive outcome of a positive outcome from trade talk will drive the dollar down. Dollar is playing as a safe haven, all right? Dollar playing as a safe haven, gold, all those assets are playing as a safe haven. Yeah, so yeah, they're gonna drop their value in longer run, right? Also, pressure is mounting on Donald Trump, right? So the tariffs policy was driven by Donald Trump, right? So Donald Trump has created this tariff policy. Now he's under pressure, right? He's facing impeachment inquiry, right? So yeah, if he's going to get impeached by the upper house, or first of all lower house, all right, so let's say we are going to have Donald Trump impeachment, so that news is going to be positive for the market, all right? Then we're not going to have this tariff policy, all right? And delay, you guys can see that there are going to be delays on tariffs. So these tariffs are currently, you know, disturbing the supply chain, which is very important, all right? So supply chain is currently is really important. To supply chains needs to be stabilized, all right? So because of, you know, tariffs from US, that supply chain getting affected, all right? Because of that, you know, global economy or whole globe is moving towards a recession, all right? So Donald Trump impeachment will be good for the market, and yeah, we are expecting, you know, positive outcomes. Lot of uncertainties are there, right? So which have already made a lot of damages to the market. So we're expecting now positive outcome. So Kiwi to go up, start to reverse for longer term to the upside, all right? So same analysis on the Aussie dollar, US dollar, very much same, all right? So see, very much same chart like last week, but the longer term trade we are looking for is the breakout of that, all right? Breakout after that, and continue to go into that direction. So they're gonna be a very strong buying momentum, right, on these currencies. Very strong buying momentum once we're gonna have you know, result of this trade policy. Trade policy was, you know, was pushing dollar higher, all right, and these currencies are under pressure. Okay, so longer term reversal, CADCHF to go down to, all right, so CADCHF to go down to, and pound to break up against the yen, all right? So it is still in a correction. Last week we were expecting it to continue to go higher, all right? So it is still within that correction. So breakout, all right? Breakout there sharply and keep pushing higher. Okay, so positive news from trade talk will drive yen lower, all right? So yen gonna get down. Yen is already under pressure, all right? We are having positive news, some positive news, yeah, so which are good for the market. All right, so EURCAD to bounce off. So it's still under pressure, yeah, slowly pushing lower, all right? So it can push more lower, all right? So it still can push more lower like that, all right, like that. Okay, so from bottom or new low, bounce off. In case if price is going to break below that bottom, we're still gonna be bullish on it, all right? So pattern gonna change. The EURCAD pattern gonna change, but there still gonna be a buy opportunity on the EURCAD, all right? So buy opportunity on the euro dollar as well. Okay, so euro dollar still in a downtrend, all right? Still, euro is still under pressure because Europe is, you know, struggling. Europe, specifically the Germany, is struggling at the moment with its production line, right? And we are expecting, you know, yeah, I think from 1st of November, ECB is going to start buying bonds, all right? Yeah, so yeah, so you're gonna see stability on the euro very soon, all right? So the way euro is going down, specifically against the dollar, so we are expecting it to keep pushing lower, all right? So we're expecting it to bounce off very aggressively. So ECB is going to participate in the market very soon after October, and we're going to have some stability into the market, specifically on the euro. So euro went lower because of the bad data in the Europe, right? So euro to break up, and platinum went lower nicely last week, and we are expecting more downside on the platinum, right? So yeah, this is the update, right? Updated chart. It can hold that bottom, can go back up, can test the same area, same place, and can go down from the bottom, from the top. Currently, we are anticipating it to break the bottom, break, and continue to go lower. This is what we are anticipating, right? But it is still, yeah. Again, as I said, guys, we are expecting positive outcome from trade talk point of view, right? So US-China trade talk is going to happen in next month on 10th and 11th of October. So we're expecting positive result of that. Yeah, so that positive result will drive the metals down, all right? So specifically the gold and silver, all right? Those metals going to go down. So if outcome is going to be negative, yeah, we still can see some demand on the metals, all right? Okay, so we can still see one more up move back to that top for the downside. All right, so Euro New Zealand, already started to go lower from that top. Last week we were talking about that. If you guys remember that, it went lower because of bad data. All right, so we are bullish same time. We are bullish on the euro. We are bullish on the kiwi at the same time. All right. So maybe some of you guys are thinking that I was showing buy on the euro dollar, and at the same time I'm showing buy on the Kiwi dollar, right? So this is because of the uncertainties which we are having right now in the market, all right? So when those uncertainties going to go away, all right? So you're going to see strength on the Kiwi. You're going to see, yeah, you're going to see strength more on Kiwi than any other currency, okay? If we are going to have stability, you're going to have more strength on Kiwi than the Australian dollar. Kiwi going to get strong against the Kiwi, all right? And this trade, the trade I'm showing here, we're going to have that continuation to the downside. So it dropped. So we are looking, a bigger correction over there, slightly bigger correction, or go back up, all right? Or go back up, test the top, and then again drop. Okay, so we are looking for correction now. We already have correction on lower time frame, all right, and those corrections played pretty well. But for more downside, we need to wait on a bigger degree corrections, bigger degree corrections. So something like a 1 to 4 hour time frame, that correction going to be perfect for you to add more sells on the Euro New Zealand dollar for downside. Okay, so it still can go back up, it still can test, right? That does not mean you just need to go open your account and just need to sell Euro New Zealand dollar at the current price and you're going to be profitable, all right? No, not like that. It still can go back up. We are still in a previous strong trend. Okay, again, just go back to the logic which I have just made over there, right, at the start of the meeting. We are expecting positive outcome of the trade talk, right? That positive outcome will keep pushing euro against the Kiwi for further downside. Okay, if not, then if not, or if we are going to see more tariffs on 15th of October, yeah, 15th of October, there is a date. US is going to put more tariffs on 15th of October on Chinese product, right? So if those tariffs are going to impose on 15th of October, we are not going to have, a resolution of those tariffs on 10th or 11th of October, then XCUUSD, they're going to stay under pressure. All right, they're going to stay under pressure, and we're not going to see strength on them. All right, so this trade talk is very, very important, event for the market. Okay, I'm telling you since last couple of weeks, all right, even since last couple of months, yeah, we are talking about that trade talk, because that trade talk is driving the market, right? That's driving the market. So we are expecting a correction, and that correction to continue to go lower rather than going back up. Okay, and dollar yen to keep pushing higher. So next week we may see another move down back to the bottom. So we were expecting bounce off. We were watching price action over there. We had correction, price went lower, and then we have seen some good price action over there. All right, and price just bounced off. Okay, now for next week we may see one more drop on the dollar yen. Okay, like that, one more drop. So we are expecting it to break through, all right? This top to break through and continue to go higher. Okay, again, go back to the logic, basic logic, all right? So positive result on the trade talk will drive the yen down, all right? And give strength to the dollar against the yen. So yen is a safe haven. Yep, people buy yen when there is fear in the market, okay? When there is fear in the market, people go and buy the yen. Okay, that's what they have done there. You see that stronger sell? All right, so that stronger sell came over there because of this trade talks. All right, so there we have seen some stability into the market when central banks started to give signal for easing, all right, or both US and China started to give signal that they are coming back onto the table, and we have seen strength on the dollar against the yen. Okay, so we can still see that one more drop there. Okay, that one more drop can happen for more upside. This is the structure right now. We are more positive for more upside. So we look at the lower time frame, what to do, how to do on the dollar yen at the current price for next week. All right, so it hasn't gone far away. I hope you guys have seen the bigger chart. All right, the bigger chart on the dollar yen. Okay, so if I'm gonna go to the dollar yen chart, it will be quick to get the dollar yen chart from there. So I think 2 days chart. This is what we are looking for longer run, right? Stability into the market will give you that bullish wave. All right, that bullish wave. Price is going into that direction. So last week you guys have seen these charts, all right? So that's what we are looking for. So this trade is a continuation trade, okay? There you got, I think, on this chart. There, yeah. This is a continuation trade. Price has already formed bottom over there at this area. That was a continuation trade. We are already holding long on the dollar yen from bottom. Okay, so dollar yen, pound yen, yeah, very much similar like the dollar yen chart. If you missed the dollar yen, all right, then look for the breakout, all right, this breakout. So look for pound yen breakout. If you miss the dollar yen chart, you can watch that breakout for more upside. Yeah, pound is still under pressure because of the Brexit, all right? And we are still, we had, court decision last week, which was against the UK government, which has driven the pound for downside. All right. So we are still expecting a pound to get strength and yen to get weaker, and pound yen to break up. All right. And there is a plenty of potential on the pound against the yen. All right, so pound yen, hope you guys have seen that chart. Pound yen, pound CHF is also going to be a breakout setup. Pound dollar, we'll look at that chart. Yeah, DXY still at the top, very good opportunity for sell. All right, dollar CHF is also a good opportunity. All right, gold also going down. Gold, forming. Yeah, gold gonna go down at the end. right? When all other assets going to start to gain their value, then you're going to see, you know, gold going to start to drop. Gold is already, you know, dropping, but still in a sideways market. We're expecting a big move on the gold, all right? That big move to happen, but that big move going to be over there when there's going to be stability into the market, all right? When there not going to be any uncertainty into the market, all right? People are going to start to sell their gold. They're going to start to put their money on other assets, on risk assets, where they're going to have more return. Right, gold not gonna give them big return, right? If let's say, you know, big money is going to buy the gold at the current price for let's say, you know, 30. Just look at that. Just look at the return. It's a 34% return. All right, price had already made that 35% return from that bottom. All right, since you know, yeah. Since start of the June, all right, June, July, right, that wave happened. So you're not gonna get, if you're gonna invest on gold at the current price, you're not gonna get that kind of return, all right? For that kind of return, you have to move on to the risk assets, all right? So big player gonna move there rather than gonna move on the gold, all right? So again, that trade talk is really important for the market. Market is at a you know, critical point. You guys can see that. From this point, either things gonna get more worse. We're gonna move towards a recession and maybe financial crisis after that, or we're gonna have stability. All right. So it is at a critical point. So gold, yeah, forming the head and shoulder formation last week, went lower aggressively, all right? Went lower aggressively, so struggling at the 1480 area. Okay, so struggling at the 1480, 1485, 90, within these areas. So it has to break down that neckline. You guys can see that. All right, so it has to break down that neckline. This neckline is really important for the gold to break down for longer term reversal. Oh, we're gonna have some positive news next week, and those positive news gonna drive the safe assets for the downside. Okay, so these are the setups, guys. Silver there, all right, and the platinum there. Hope you guys have seen that. Now let's move on to the setups one by one. So let's look at the gold first, all right? Let's look at the gold first. And then we're gonna move on to the currencies. Okay, so chart you guys have just seen. I have just shown you the bigger time frame chart. We are anticipating gold to go down. All right, so let's straight away go down to the lower time frame. Okay, so this you know, head and shoulder, right? So you all guys can see that there your left shoulder, there is head, and there is the right shoulder. All right, it has to break down that neckline. Okay, this neckline breakout will confirm that the gold is going to reverse. Okay, if not, there are going to be one more buy setup. Okay, this one more buy setup like that, very much similar like the platinum chart. I have just shown you the platinum chart. Okay, so one more up move going to be over there. All right, so like that, expanding triangle formation. One more up move within that expanding triangle, and again you're gonna look for sell on the gold from that top. Okay, so if I'm gonna show you only, if I'm not gonna show you the head and shoulder formation, then there are gonna be an expanding triangle formation possibility. Okay, very much similar like that. Okay, like that. Okay, so it can go back up for one more up move back to that top. All right, and again you're going to have a sell opportunity over there for longer term to the downside. So there you're watching. All right, so don't go for short at the current price. Okay, don't sell this area. Let the gold break down. Wait for it to break down. Okay, there will be correction after that. Once price gonna, you see that correction? Okay, there will be correction after that, and then start to sell the gold to the downside. Yeah, avoid selling at the current price, because price can bounce off. There's going to be a short-term buy opportunity. It can bounce off back to that top. Wait for the price to get back to the, if you're a longer-term trader, all right? If you're a longer-term trader, then wait for the gold to get back to the 1440 and then look for longer-term sell, all right? And if you're a short-term trader, short-term buy opportunity from that bottom for one more up move and then again drop. Right? If you're longer-term trader and looking to sell the gold, then wait for it to break down and let it correct. Okay, there will be correction, and there are going to be plenty of potential. So silver is very much similar like the platinum chart. All right, so this is, yeah, weekly chart you guys have just seen. Or let's see this expanding triangle formation last week, if you guys remember that, I was showing is something like that. All right, like this kind of formation. All right, so price went and formed new high and then went lower. So very much similar kind of chart like gold. All right, okay, price still can go back up from that bottom. Okay, and if you're a longer term seller, then wait for the price to hit that top and sell from there. All right, if short term trader, then yeah, this buy opportunity can happen over there. Okay, if sellers, then let the price correct over there before you selling the silver for the downside. So we are expecting silver to continue to go lower. All right, so on lower time frame, it is forming corrections and pushing lower. All right, so there should be a proper correction before you guys, yeah, very small correction, tiny correction, okay, a deeper correction, or go back up and then drop. So short-term buy opportunity still can appear over there. Again, go back to the basic logic. All right, the basic logic is the negative positive outcome of the trade talk. All right, so positive outcome will drive further downside, negative outcome will push up for one more move. All right, and same analysis on the platinum bigger chart you guys have just seen over there. All right, this chart you guys have just seen. So one more up move can happen over there. All right, short term one more up move can happen over there from the bottom. All right, so once price gonna go to that top, so you're looking for, okay, so one more up move can happen, you're looking for this. All right, okay, so we are currently expecting, because trade is already gone over there. All right, so trade is already gone, and they're going to be continuation trade at the current price. All right, and let me check if I do have the chart. I think I have. All right, in there. Some of you guys maybe don't trade on the platinum, but platinum. All right, so that trade we were expecting. So that trade already, we were even expecting it to go down from this area, right? And yeah, it is respecting the pattern formation very nicely. So this is the move which we are, or the wave we are looking for. All right, so yeah, this is the updated chart. Yeah, nice opportunity. So platinum and palladium, right? So palladium still can push for more upside. Let's go to the weekly time frame chart. It is still in a strong bullish trend, and it can keep pushing slowly the way it is doing right now. So we are anticipating sharp sell from the high, that sharp sell to come and give us a bigger, one more drop back within the expanding triangle. All right, so sharp sell can happen over there at any time, because price is pushing slowly for upside. That sharp sell, you just look at this, okay, that sharp sell can happen over there at any time. Okay, so correct and go down and then push up. So a kind of neutral analysis, you guys can see that on the palladium. We don't have a perfect opportunity, but yeah, if you are trading, you can trade for short-term buy on on palladium for more upside, but make sure you trade with care. All right, so short-term trade, like that trade, all right, like that trade, and another correction to complete over there, and short-term buy opportunity like that, and take off your profit. rather than staying in. Okay, we are expecting sharp sell. That sharp sell can happen over there at any time. Okay, now let's move on to the currencies. Okay, and then we're going to move into the equity. So dollar index, is at the top. So dollar index is at the top. All right, so similar analysis like last week. Okay, so either we're gonna get that one more corrective move within that ascending channel, all right, that corrective move, or sharp sell reversal. All right, so for that sharp sell, we need stability into the market. People still buying dollar because of, again, because of uncertainties. All right, still buying dollar. Yeah. So stability will drop dollar to the downside, or, all right, big or, all right, in big wars, or if Fed is going to go for QE, all right, if Fed is going to cut interest rate quickly and going for QE, means that their things are going to get more worse. All right, things are going to get more worse. Then you're going to see, you know, aggressive sell on the dollar. So yeah, short term you guys can trade for upside on the dollar, but even for that short term buy on dollar, you still need to get a, you know, proper correction over there before you're gonna start trading for, before, I mean, gonna start buying a dollar. Yeah, if you look at the, if you look at across the market, dollar is extremely overbought, extremely strong. All Uzi at bottom, Kiwi bottom, all right, or euro dollar at the bottom. All right, so at least there should be a proper pullback, then you can trade for upside. Okay, so this much pullback gonna be enough to give you that kind of trade. All right, okay, that kind of trade, medium term trade. All right, or like that trade. So you are looking for aggressive sell from top. We were expecting that expanding triangle to break down, and watching price action throughout the week. We did not get sell on it, and price is pushing higher. The higher the price goes, the better the potential or the entry you're gonna get. Okay, so you're looking for just copy paste the past price action. All right, so this is what you are looking for. Okay, so there is some room on the DXY. Okay, so it can push up. All right, it can form higher high within that channel or within that wedge. Okay, like that. It can form higher high within that wedge. So this is what you are waiting for this next week or end after that. All right, stronger sell and go down. So let's look at the lower time frame. All right, so it's pushing up slowly, going higher. Still short term up, short term bullish trend. All right, so this corrective, downtrend or correction can break up. All right, like that, one more up move and then can drop. So you're expecting, you are waiting for the stronger sell. Yeah, once you're gonna have that, we are already buying the euro. We are already long on the euro, and looking for the DXY to drop to. Okay, this is what you are waiting and watching for. Either come from current price or go for another up move. All right, go for another short-term up move and then drop. All right, or then drop from top aggressively from that top. Okay, and correct over there and add more. keep selling then all the way back to the bottom. Okay, it will give you a good opportunity. The DXY drop, then yeah, so stronger sell on the DXY will give you buy opportunity on the Kiwi, will give you buy opportunity on the euro dollar, will give you buy opportunity on the Aussie dollar, US dollar. So euro dollar, we are bullish. We are already long on it on the euro dollar from the low, from the bottom. There you're going to get a very good risk, return. Yeah, so this is what we are looking for. At least go back up to that top. All right, on form expanding triangle over there, and then start to continue to go lower on the euro dollar. All right. Okay, or one more up move within that wedge, then again short-term sell, then again buy. So you cannot keep selling the euro dollar for downside at the current price. Okay, so this is not going to happen. This is very, very less likely. So you can see that 2% chances out of 100. Right, so this kind of strong sell from the current price, 2% chances out of 100. Okay, so this stronger sell is very, very less likely on the euro dollar, because euro is a stable currency. Yeah, and this stronger sell will create a lot of panic in the world. Okay, and we are not anticipating that kind of stronger sell. We are expecting a pullback over there. All right, at least that kind of pullback, at least, and then you can expect that the euro to keep pushing for the downside. All right, this trend to continue. Okay, so at least pull back that much. So let's go to the lower time frame, and very much similar kind of analysis, the analysis which I have just shown you on the DXY. It is still in a downtrend. You see that it is still in a downtrend. We are already long on the euro. We were paying attention very, very closely last week on the euro, so we'll be buying euro every time and euro dollar gonna go lower or gonna form new low. We will buy. All right, so we are currently expecting this sharp rise. All right, so like that, sharp rise over there, break out aggressively and continue to rise, okay, or go down for one more drop and then again start to rise. So you're looking for buy on the euro dollar. Okay, and dollar chief, very much same analysis like last week. This is a bigger time frame chart. All right, so this one more up move can happen, yeah, in case if we are going to have intervention from the dollar to drop. Yeah, chief to drop too, but dollar to drop more than the chief. All right, and give us that trade. All right, so you're looking for the same trade, the trade which I have shown you last week. Okay, so price is at the top. It can form higher high within that corrective uptrend, this corrective uptrend. Okay, it can form higher high. So you're looking for this trade. You're looking for that trade even from current price. Okay, and dollar CAD. Dollar is struggling against the CAD, and last week I was showing you this kind of wedge, if you remember, wedge or triangle. All right, that kind of wedge, more up and then drop or go down. So it looks like that the dollar not gonna go there, not gonna go that much far away. It's struggling to push more higher. So what you guys are looking, simply, I'm gonna simple analysis, you're looking for dollar CAD to sell from this area. Okay, so slightly push up, get to that top, and you're looking for dollar to drop, reverse. All right, so if I'm going to show you the bigger chart, okay, this correction to break down, okay, and dollar CAD dollar to come down at this area. All right, so yeah, you're looking for it to draw from 33.50 or 34, all right, 1.34. So simple analysis. Yeah, before that we were expecting it to go higher, All right, but the price action which we have seen last week, it looks like that the dollar is struggling against the CAD, all right, and not pushing for upside. Yeah, yeah, which pattern formation going to be over there if it breaks down from current price? All right, then you're going to have something like a triangle formation. Right, triangle formation like that, and breakdown. So if I'm going to show you on lower time frame, then simply you're watching price action. Yeah, this top, right, this area 133 or 133.50. You're looking for these areas, dollar CAD, to hold and continue to go lower. Kiwi. Okay, make sure you understand the logic behind the move, all right, the move which we are anticipating. It will be good for your understanding. You're gonna get better understanding of the market if you're gonna read your chart with logic, why price is moving or why you are looking price to go into that direction, right? Obviously when people are gonna buy the kiwi against the dollar, obviously they're gonna buy because of some reasons, all right? They're not gonna buy without reasons. All right, so try to work on those reasons. What are the reasons why they're gonna buy? All right, so if economy, if New Zealand economy gonna keep getting worse, then is there any reason for kiwi to get strong? Any other reason to kiwi to get strong? Highly likely you're not gonna get any reason on the kiwi for buying the kiwi, all right? So there are going to be reasons. Look at the indicators, what the economic indicators are pointing to you, all right? What are the political reasons, what politicians are doing, all right? Or what central banks are doing, what uncertainties you are having. So try to find the reason, all right? So the buy which we are looking here, we are looking based on some reasons, all right? And you're looking for kiwi to bounce off from that bottom, all right? So yeah, just simply we are looking for this to go higher. That's it. You don't need to do a lot of analysis over there on the kiwi. Okay, if you don't see stronger, well, like that, okay, like that buy. If you don't see strong buy, breakout is not going to happen of that triangle, and price is just going to push lower. Look for this move, all right? That wave, all right? Look for that wave. Watch kiwi to rise aggressively from the bottom, all right? So we are expecting kiwi. We are already, by the way, long on the kiwi, guys. We are already long, and we will keep buying the kiwi from the lows, all right? So we are already long on the kiwi. We are buying the euro, buying the kiwi from the lows, all right? And yeah, buying the kiwi, all right? And looking for more buy on the kiwi to break out and give us more buy. So just looking for it to reverse. That's it. If not going to rise, going down, pushing more lower, you're looking for it to just rise. That's it. All right. And Aussie dollar, US dollar, very much same analysis like the kiwi. Okay, so we are expecting it to break out aggressively for upside and reverse the trend for longer term. Okay, if we are not going to get a breakout over there and price is going to push for one more drop, there is possibility that the price can push up back to that bottom. So you're looking for again buy on the Aussie dollar, US dollar from the bottom. Okay, this chart, this weekly chart. All right, so on lower time frame, price still can push downside for a couple of more pips. All right, so let's look at this. Okay, you still can see one more drop, and Royal Bank of Australia is looking to cut the interest rate. If they're going to cut for another 25 basis point cut, then Australian dollar are gonna stay under pressure for a while before going to reverse. Okay, and then and that move can happen. So you can see another move to the downside for short term. Right? That move can happen. You can trade on that move. And from bottom again, this is the move. This is the direction you should look for price to go in longer run. Pound dollar, daily chart. All right, so we still can see that one more draw. Although we are not in the favor of this one more draw, we are more positive for upside on the pound dollar, and looking for positive outcome of Brexit deal and pound to break the floor, break the roof and rise aggressively for upside in longer run. Okay, but that one more drop can happen. Okay, so how you can trade? All right, so we were buying pound last week, and we were having a couple of break-even trades. All right, so we are not selling the pound dollar. We are more positive for upside on the pound. Yeah, if you are seller on the pound, yes, you can sell, but trade with care. All right, so yeah, it can rise aggressively for upside. You are selling pound at the bottom. You are expecting, if you are seller, all right, if you're seller on the pound, if you're selling the pound, you are expecting, things to get more worse. All right, or you are expecting no deal, or maybe worse than that. Again, I'm going to remind you, if things are going to get worse in the UK, means that we are going closer to recession. All right. Okay. If things are going to get more worse between the US, between the Europe and UK, means that we're gonna get more closer to the recession. All right, and politicians are realizing that because of their behavior, financial markets are under pressure. All right, so they are trying to resolve their mess. Even central banks are supporting them these days. So if you are a seller, make sure you sell with care pound for the downside. Yeah, you can sell, but sell with a proper correction, or after having a proper correction, then sell the pound for the downside. Okay, let's wait for this correction, this proper 4-hour time frame correction over there, and then start to trade into that direction. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time for that correction, for more downside. So the deadline is the 31st of October. All right, either we're gonna have Brexit on 31st of October with deal, or we're gonna have extension or general election in the UK. General election gonna give strength to the pound. Even if we are going to see extension, that gonna give strength to the pound, and only no deal gonna give weaknesses to the pound. And currently no deal is out of the table right now. Yeah, very less chances for the no deal. Okay, so the pound went lower because of the court case, decision, which was against the government, UK government. Yeah, and it went lower. So wait for the proper correction over there, and then you trade into that direction. So we are not looking for that drop. Yes, if you're gonna have correction, then we will consider pound selling for a downside. So we are expecting sharp rise over there, something like that, sharp rise. All right, sharp rise, correction on lower time frame. Yes, sharp rise on 50-minute time frame, 50-minute correction, and pound to rise, continue to go higher. That's what we are expecting. Okay, all right. So my analysis is going to be very much similar like this on pound pairs. Okay, either wait for a proper 4-hour correction, then trade for the pound to the downside, all right, or wait for the bounce off, aggressive bounce off from current price on the pound pairs, and join the pound and look for longer term reversal. All right. So pound chief, very much similar like that. Okay, so breakout of this. Okay, breakout of that aggressive, this flag, breakout, 15-minute correction, 15-minute breakout, aggressive breakout, and reverse the trend for upside. All right, and on daily chart we are looking for longer term reversal. Okay, so pound CHF to go all the way back to that top. This one more possibility exists. All right, it can break down in case if things again going to get back to the square one, then that one more drop can happen. All right, but we are not looking for that one more drop. All right, we are looking for pound CHF to get strong. All right, so if I'm going to show you on lower time frame, then wait for a proper correction before you start selling the pound CHF for the downside. Okay, so something like that kind of correction, a bigger correction, and then there are going to be a good chances for more on side. Right, so we are not anticipating that correction, not anticipating that move. We are more positive on this breakout. Okay, on this breakout to happen, and pound CHF to continue to go higher. Okay, on lower time frame, pound is still under pressure against the CHF. Okay, on lower time frame. All right, so it is still correcting. Yeah, correcting, and still short-term bearish. All right, and it can form another correction similar like this, the previous one, and can go down for one more drop. Okay, so you're looking for breakout. Okay, strong breakout, correct over there, and reverse the longer term trend. Okay, if I'm going to show you a pattern in a different formation. All right, so like that. Okay, so price can correct and can break down and can form new low and can bounce off from the trend line for upside. So you're looking for simply break out of that 4-hour time frame flag, right, for upside. Similar analysis on the pound yen chart. Okay, so this flag to break out. Chart you guys have seen. If I'm going to show you the bigger time frame chart, weekly chart, I hope you guys have seen that. Okay, longer term reversal. Okay, price bounced off nicely, correcting over there. All right, again, get back to the basic reason or logic or whatever you guys want to say that. All right, let's get back to the logic. Why we are looking for buy? Yeah, we are looking pound to get strong because of trade deal, because of Brexit deal. All right, we are looking for yen to get down because of US-China trade deal, positive trade deal from there. All right, so both are going to give a lot of strength over there. Both positive news going to give a lot of strength over there, and they're going to be a move like that, maybe stronger than that. All right, stronger than that, because a pound went lower against the yen from that top. All right, it went lower from that top. Okay, so it can go that it can go back to that top quickly again. All right, so you're looking for breakout. All right, so price is again, guys, same. There should be a proper correction, something like that, bigger correction before you start selling the pound for the downside. Okay, the correction is very much okay, decent correction, and looking nice for upside. So you're looking for that to break out aggressively for upside and continue to rise, correct again, and keep pushing higher. So if I'm going to go to the lower time frame, and let's see, on the 41-hour time frame is okay. You're going to see formations clearly. Okay, so we went long, similar formations like pound CHF. Okay, it still can push lower for one more drop. So you're looking for this corrective downtrend to break out aggressively for upside and price to go into that direction. Okay, so wait for it to break out, aggressive breakout. If you guys can figure it out, the breakout gonna be like that. Okay, all right, so you see that correction. So breakout gonna be aggressive candle, and that candle gonna be bigger than the previous candles. All right, like that. So you're waiting for that kind of breakout to happen, and pound to get strong against the yen, and it to continue to go higher. All right, so similar kind of analysis, but slightly different. You guys can say that we need to see a bit deeper correction on the euro against the pound. Okay, but you guys know that we are longer term bearish on it. All right, this is the chart. Okay, this correction is already building over there. All right, already building over there, and that trade. All right, so our traders are already into that trade from top. My traders already, you know, having sells on the euro pound from that top, because this pair tested a lot of our patience. So finally we are having that wave. We waited for that drop since, you guys can see that July 30, July 19, no, that wave happening. Okay, so it's pulling back, forming another opportunity to continue to go lower. Okay, so correction slightly can get bigger. So the bigger the correction, the better the entry you guys gonna have. All right, so not a best opportunity. Okay, this is not a best opportunity as with compared to the pound yen, pound chief, or pound kiwi. All right, for buy, or pound CAD. Pound CAD is also at the bottom. So again, one more drop can happen on bigger time frame. Okay, so one more drop, this one more drop. We are not anticipating that one more drop. We are anticipating very much similar like the pound chief chart, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna make it correct. Then like that, right? And I'm gonna delete that. So let's delete this and looking for pound to break out and continue to go higher. Okay, or you can see that this ABC move. All right, that's your impulse ABC move, and you're looking for that to continue to go higher. All right, so seller, you should wait for a proper correction over there before you trade for more downside. Okay, we are not anticipating that move. We are looking for pound to break out aggressively and continue to go higher, or you guys can see that this expanding triangle to hold. All right, this expanding triangle to hold that low or bottom and then start to rise for upside. And pound, yeah, pound Australian dollar, yeah, it is not at a best spot or best place where you can buy the breakout. All right, yeah, it can go for upside. It is not at a good spot for buy the breakout. All right, so in case if going to push slightly lower and then breaking out there, this is the best place where you're going to get a good potential for upside. All right, so it can break out and can continue to go higher. So not expecting more downside. Not a best opportunity right now for buy, but pound kiwi going to be all right. All right, so for short term up. All right, so this short term up for buy. All right, this short term buy going to be all right. So what we are currently looking for, we are looking for reversal on almost on all pound pairs. All right, so if you're looking to sell the pound, then look at the pound kiwi and pound Aussie, because they are at the top. Yeah, pound is going to drop in case of Brexit uncertainty. Then there are going to be a big potential on the pound Aussie and pound kiwi for downside. All right, like that kind of big drop can happen over there, right? Up to that or all the way back to that bottom. Other pound pairs are already at the bottom, right? Pound CAD, pound dollar, pound kiwi, they are at the bottom. We are more interested to see reversal over there. And yeah, neutral on these two pairs. We were neutral last week as well. And yeah, this one more up move. All right, this short term one more up move can happen. Okay, or wait for let me show you guys. We were waiting for a correction over there, that correction to happen, and then this pair to go down. Okay, there you see that this correction. Okay, I'm gonna have that chart in my group. If I'm gonna get that chart, so it will take some time. So let's leave it, yeah, and let's if you're a seller, all right, let's wait and watch for that correction before you're going to sell. All right, go back up and then drop. Okay, it can go back up for one more up move, guys. We are neutral on these two pairs at the moment because we are bullish on the other pound pairs, and when you are bullish on the other pound pairs, it's not making sense to to sell the pound kiwi and pound Aussie. All right, okay, but yes, if pound goes down, then you should not chase the other pound pair. You should chase these two pairs. There you're gonna get more potential. What I'm saying, you're gonna get that kind of trade, all right? That kind of trade, all the way back to the bottom. For that kind of trade, yeah, there should be a slightly bigger correction. Okay, that tiny correction which I have just shown you, that's very small. Okay, at least on a bigger time frame, 4-hour time frame. Then start trading to the downside for medium term. Pound yen you have seen, dollar yen, okay, bigger time frame chart you guys have seen on 2 days. All right, so there we are heading. We are heading into that direction and looking for it to keep going higher. All right, so you guys can have short-term sell as well from the previous high. All right, so previous high can give you a short-term sell. All right, so like that kind of sell you guys can have from the previous top. All right, so for that sell, make sure you watch price action before you trade to the downside from that top. Okay, that sell can happen over there. Yeah, if that sell is going to get deeper or things are going to get worse, then you can hold that trade for all the way back to the bottom. Okay, all the way back to the bottom. So currently we are looking for we are already long on the dollar yen, yeah, and looking for breakout, not this trade, all right, breakout and next leg. All right, so next leg. So if that next leg is not going to happen, then price is going to stop at the top, then we're gonna take short-term profit off and gonna go for short-term sell, and again gonna go for buy from the bottom. Okay, this is currently what we are looking for. Just keep going higher. All right, and on lower time frames, 32 to 50, 30 to 45 minute time frame, these corrections to just keep going higher. All right, or you can see like this. Okay, so this to just keep pushing higher slowly back to the top and break the top and continue to go higher. So Euro New Zealand dollar, we are neutral. Euro New Zealand dollar is still at the bottom. Last week I have shown you guys what we were anticipating. It still can push lower, but when you're going to have strength or weaknesses on the yen pair, then euro also going to rise against the yen. Okay, and we're going to have that wave. All right, so a kind of neutral analysis. Okay, so you still can trade for downside, but make sure you trade with care. All right, for that one more drop. So we are neutral on the euro yen. We don't have a perfect opportunity on the euro yen. Yeah, pound CAD yen. So continue to push more higher. Okay, so it's struggling under that trend line. All right, and looking for that trend line to break out. All right, that trend line to break out and continue to go higher, or give us a flat formation similar like the dollar yen chart. Okay, go back up to that top, this top, hold that top, go down for one more drop, and then start to rise. Okay, then there's going to be a short-term trade, that short-term trade, similar like the dollar yen chart I have just shown you. Okay, there is possibility that you know, we still can see one more drop again, guys. Same, if trade war is going to get worse, then we're going to have that one more drop. Okay, this one more drop, which we are not anticipating currently. We are anticipating, you know, correction already formed. We are anticipating continuation. Price already you know, broke out that correction. Okay, so similar like the dollar yen chart. All right, so keep pushing higher back to that top, and from that top you can see short-term sell back to the bottom within that flat formation. Same like the dollar yen chart. Right, like that. So you can see that short-term trade back to that bottom. Right, this short-term trade. Currently we are looking this trade. Okay, that trade. We are already, you know, long on the CAD yen from that bottom. Let me check if I have chart on the CAD yen. So let me check. I think I have. All right, so we were looking for a buy on the lows, and price is already pushing higher this trade, and looking for now continuation for more upside or flat formation that we have just shown you. Okay, so when price hit that tag, that top, watch it. Okay, watch it for breakout. If don't, then you can have that short-term trade. All right, this short-term trade, which can give you a potential back to the bottom or even lower than that. Okay, even lower than that, all the way back to the lower channel line. All right, so CAD yen, and watch these two pairs specifically for a strong breakup. They are still under pressure, as I said, guys. The currencies which are under pressure because of the trade war is the USD and KV. All right, so outcome of a positive outcome of the trade talks gonna give strength. All right, gonna give strength on USD and KV. They're gonna rise. They're gonna rise aggressively. So our longer term forecast is the reversal, and short term still you can see one more drop. Same analysis like Australian dollar and US dollar, right? Okay, you still can see one more drop. We don't want to see that one more drop. This, all right? But price can push lower. Okay, it can push lower because of the rate cut. It can push lower because of the negative outcome of trade talks. All right, so we are expecting positive outcome of trade talks. All right, and breakout of that. All right, so breakout for more upside. All right, more upside, like longer term reversal. That's what we are anticipating, because these two currencies are at the bottom, are at the low. Okay, so this arrow, you guys can see that. Just break out and go into that direction. All right, same analysis. This pair is at much better place as with compared to the USD yen. Okay, it is at the bottom. It is at the low as with compared to the USD yen. So the weekly chart, you guys just see that what we are anticipating in longer run, and on lower time frame, we are anticipating, this to just keep pushing higher. All right. So analysis is very much same like the USD yen. Okay. We still can see that one more drop. Okay. This one short term, one more drop. Price can push back to that bottom. All right. If so, then you're looking for longer term reversal from the previous bottom or strong breakout from current price. And chief yen to get strong too. All right, so chief yen to go that much far away, yeah, we are not anticipating. All right, so more likely to go into that direction. All right. Okay, if you look at the lower time frame, then similar kind of analysis, the way I have just shown you on the CAD yen. All right, so get back to that bottom and continue to go higher. Get that move, and from that top, look for it to hold the top and go down. You should focus. Okay, so we are looking for this expanding triangle to go down. You guys know that. Let's get down to the lower time frame. What I was asking you to look for last week. All right, I was asking you to look for last week. Wait and watch for this to happen. All right, that was the price action, guys. All right, you see that? Last week I was asking you to wait and watch for that to happen. All right, so it happened. Okay, so it's a price action which you need to understand. All right, so this price action, even we were looking for buy at this area during the ECB rate decision. Okay, buy trader, they remember that. Right, so we were looking for buy at this area, this move to happen, so that we've completed. And when that we've completed, and this price action was telling us something, that this move is going to come. All right, and we were waiting for that to happen, and it happened. And what was the reason? I think manufacturing PMI dropped in the Germany and dropped significantly. All right, let's look at that. Let's look at that. So it was on, I think, so should be behind. So there you got. All right, so Euro, French flash services PMI dropped. All right, so French flash manufacturing dropped. All right, so German flash manufacturing PMI dropped. That was the data which drive the euro lower at that top. All right, so euro New Zealand dollar went lower because of this. This figure dropped. All right, and this is telling us that we are getting closer to, Europe is getting closer to recession. All right, and German manufacturing is struggling. All right, German manufacturing is struggling. French is okay. Services is okay. Services are okay, and German services are okay, but manufacturing is dropping. All right. So why manufacturing is dropping? Again, trade war. All right. So Chinese manufacturing is also slowing down. So these tariffs should go away. These tariffs are slowing down the world economy. These tariffs should go away. All right, so it dropped. Okay, It dropped at that time and went lower. We were expecting a sell there. We had that, and now we are expecting Euro New Zealand dollar to break down that correction too. Okay, so it can push up. Slowly it can climb back to that top. All right, so if so, it's going to be at a good spot. Yeah, this is the best spot for selling the Euro New Zealand dollar. I mean, Euro New Zealand dollar to correct back up to that top and then start to drop. All right, so it will be at a perfect spot. Yeah, if price is not going to push up to that much far away, then you're looking for this correction to break down. All right, this correction to slightly get bigger and break down and continue to go lower. So there is a lot of potential on the Euro New Zealand dollar. All right, so last time, if you guys remember that we sold it there. All right, we sold it this area. Okay, there was a plenty of pips at this area. So we are looking for more than that this time. All right, so good luck. And Euro Australian dollar is not looking good. All right, so very much same analysis like last week. All right, so just go back up to that top, euro to get strong against the USD and then drop. Okay, there is possibility that it can drop from current price and can continue to go lower. So we don't see potential opportunity on the Euro Australian dollar at the current price. Yeah, except short term one more up move, breakout for one more up move. All right, and that one more up move, price is already setting up for breakout. Market is expecting that we're going to have rate cut. Okay, let me show you. So what market is expecting. Right, and that correction is happening because of that. On 1st of October, you see there, that's the forecast, and and actual should be 25 basis cut. All right, and that 25 basis cut can drive Australian dollar lower. All right, and euro can get strong against the Australian dollar for one more up move. Okay, then you can short them buy back to the top. All right, so market is setting up for that breakout, for that one more up move. All right, so not a best opportunity, but yes, for short term it is okay. You can trade. All right, so keep an eye there on the EURCAD. Let's go to the weekly time frame. We are anticipating it to hold the bottom and boom, go and rise for upside. Let's look at this whole chart. All right, it's going down and at the trend line, and I don't think so we're going to see sell on the euro up to 120. 120 is far away the way it is behaving. Hope we're going to see some strength at the current price, and EURCAD gonna start to get back up to that top and then drop, or gonna go back to the previous top. So let's see where it goes. All right, so but for next week you're looking for correction. You have just seen on my profile. All right, this to break out and go into that direction. All right, so this correction to break out. If it goes down, okay, so look for it to reverse. All right, so this is much better opportunity as with compared to the Euro Australian dollar. Both are okay. Euro can get strong against the USD as well, and CADCHF to go down. Right, so let me show you the bigger time frame chart. So CADCHF to go down. All right, so it to go into that direction. If we go into the 4-hour time frame, then you're gonna see clear formation over there. Same chart like last week. All right, so you're waiting for the price to tag that top and then drop. And there you're looking for buy only. longer term buy. All right, so that's going to be a longer term buy. Chart is very much similar like last week. You're going to see a lot of trend lines over there, but on lower time frame, you're watching for this wedge to break out aggressively for upside. Correct, and longer term reversal. All right, and Aussie Chief, same like Euro Australian dollar chart. One more drop can happen over there. All right, on Euro Aussie Chief. Okay, so we are anticipating break up, not break down. All right, this is much better as with compared to the Euro Australian dollar chart. Break up and then buy, all right, or go down for one more drop and then reverse for upside. Okay, if I'm going to remind you the bigger time frame chart, then you're going to get the idea that what we are looking for in longer run. Okay, this is what we are looking for, and on lower time frame it to break out for upside this correction to break out for upside. Okay, it is very much similar. Correction is forming very much similar like the Aussie yen, Aussie dollar, US dollar, all right, or Euro Australian dollar. All are under pressure because of the rate cut. Aussie is under pressure. Market is setting up for drop on the Aussie. They're expecting drop. That's why you are having these corrections. Okay, it can go down for one. That trade can happen for next week. All right. Okay, that trade can happen. So this is going to be for short term, short to medium term, but longer term we are expecting a reversal. Yeah, if strong aggressive breakout come, then prefer to go long rather than short. Yeah, and go short there. Just simply watch this correction to break down. All right, so we are expecting Kiwi to get strong, this to go down. All right. This is gonna be a good opportunity. All right, not frozen, Kenneth. You know, I was drinking water, so that's why I stopped. So yeah, because it takes I speak 2 hours, so need some water. Almost 2 hours. All right. So USDCAD. All right. So reversal on a bigger time frame. Up. All right, so go back up, and as you guys understand that there is a rate cut, it still can push lower for short term. There is hype for the rate cut. Okay, so it can slightly push lower. I mean, can push up to that bottom. We were looking for sell there. All right, so I'm just going to just remind you that how we are trading on this chart. All right, we had charts, but I can't show you now. So we were looking for a drop there. All right, so we got that drop, then we were looking for buy from that bottom. Some of my traders got buy, some of my traders didn't, because I was expecting price to tag that bottom and then or break below that and then go higher. Price didn't. Yeah, and then we were expecting price action over there for sell. We did not got price action over there, we got price action over there for sell. All right, so we got that trade, we have that move, yeah. Once price gonna finish this small move back to that bottom or new low, we're gonna start buying again for upside. Okay, so there gonna be opportunity once price gonna tag the bottom or gonna form new low. Those guys who are already trading on this pair were buying from the bottom. Again, price is just coming back to the bottom. All right, and you're looking for buy again from the bottom or new low. But make sure you keep in your mind that when you're gonna go for long on this pair, make sure you use you get into the trade after having some reasonable price action rather than just getting into the trade without any price action. All right, okay. And make sure you understand that trade war also affect on this pair, also affect on the USD. All right, so positive outcome of that will definitely going to give strength to the USD in longer run, and we're going to see reversal for longer term upside on the USD. Okay, so it's coming down, opportunities creating for you again for upside. Watch it to buy again at the lows, right? And Kiwi Chief is very much similar like the Uzi Chief. All right, so on bigger time frame, it is still away from the bottom. It hasn't tested the bottom. We are looking for it to reverse. Then there is possibility that the price can reverse without hitting the bottom. All right, so you're looking simply for price to reverse. Okay, so it can push slightly lower. It can go below that bottom. Yeah, and you're just simply looking for it to reverse for upside again, guys. Why we are looking for buy, while the trend is down. Logic is very much simple and easy to understand that. All right, so Chief was getting strong because of the uncertainties. All right, so when there are not going to be uncertainties, you're going to see reversal. All right, so Kiwi going to get strong against the Chief. Okay, so that's why we are longer term bullish. All right, and we are looking to reverse every time, and we're going to have lows. And EURCHF, you're looking for buy. All right, so you're looking for that trade. Okay, from the bottom. And if I show you the bigger time frame chart, then my bigger time frame chart is something like that. All right, so euro to get strong against the Chief. Okay, that trade you're looking for. If that trade goes aggressively for upside, then you can hold. Yeah, but make sure when you trade on this pair moves slow. Okay, maybe you have to hold your trade, for longer term before you're gonna get profitable. So pound yen already done. Okay, so copper to go higher. Okay, same chart like last week, nothing has changed. All right, so you're looking for it to go higher. Oil, guys, we are neutral on oil, but I can show you the chart on bigger weekly time frame. All right, so we're expecting oil to go back up. Right, go back up. This move continue to go higher. There is possibility that the oil can get down back to that bottom. All right, and then again, something like double bottom and then up. So we are neutral on oil, both same US oil and UK oil. We don't see perfect opportunity on oil. All right. Good, right? This correction to just break out and rise. Okay. Make sure you trade care for upside. It can keep pushing slowly back to that bottom. Yeah, and if so, then 210 or 2 gonna be ideal place to go for long on the natural gas. All right. Okay, so I think we have chart on it. Let me check the chart, right? Natural gas chart. I'm not sure I have posted that chart here. No, I don't. All right, but that chart is there on the Telegram. So same trade gonna be over there if natural gas get back to the bottom, test the 210, or there you got. Right, there you go. This is what we are anticipating natural gas to go lower and then rise. Right, and that trade is just happening over that wave is happening. Okay, if price goes down back to the low again, let's say it is going to test the 210 or 2, they're going to be a buy again for longer term. From current price, we are expecting it to break out for upside and continue to go higher. So dollar, rand. All right, this is dollar rand chart. Okay, so it can break out and can continue to go higher. So you can get those links from here. All right, so you can get those links from here. If you guys are looking for Telegram links, I have shown you. I show these links in every meeting, in every weekly market outlook, But still, people ask for that. All right, so let me post that link for you quickly, and then we're gonna get back to the charts. You can visit TradingView profile, and you can get these links from there, guys. Okay, now let's get back. So dollar rand, yeah, same analysis like last week. One more drop or break through the top and continue to go higher. All right, and let's look at the US major averages. Nasdaq, gold already done. All right, so we are expecting Nasdaq 100x to keep pushing higher. I mean, Dow Jones to keep pushing higher, S&P 500 to keep pushing higher, and other equities to keep pushing higher. Yeah, so we are expecting them to keep pushing higher. And on lower time frame, daily time frame, there is possibility that the Nasdaq 100x can break down. All right, so it can break down for one more drop, can test the bottom, and then can continue to go higher. On lower time frame, we are expecting this correction. You see that correction to break out and continue to go higher. All right, so next 2 weeks going to be deciding for the market, for the stock market. All right, so what they're going to do, either they're going to continue or going to drop. All right, so S&P 500 also keep pushing higher, breakout, and continue for more upside. All right, and when we look at the other major averages, then the US 30 to just keep pushing higher. Yeah, very much seem like the. All right, so there is a small correction. All right, so if we look at the lower time frame, that correction to continue to go higher. Okay, so drop can happen. One more drop can happen. We can have one more drop. All right, so this to break out and continue to go higher. Okay, so again, problem between US and China. I'm gonna drop this. Okay, and we're gonna have expanding triangle like this, and buy opportunity from that bottom. All right, and the UK 100 index. UK 100 index already, went higher. We are looking for UK 100 index to just keep pushing higher. You guys can see that the arrow is showing more upside, expecting it to continue to go higher. Let's go to the lower time frame. All right, so go down and then again start to rise, okay? Or push more higher, correct again, and continue the bullish trend. All right, and German 30 very much seem. All right, so very much seem like the UK 100 index. All right, so just keep pushing higher. form new high. Trade with care on the EU equities. Trade with care. Okay, so keep pushing higher or go down for one more drop, test the previous bottom and continue the trend. All right, and Nike also to continue to go higher. Nike is struggling at the previous high, but hope we're going to get breakout for upside, and it will manage to resume the previous trend. Okay, so bigger time frame chart is same like the last week. It hasn't changed. All right, this chart hasn't changed. On lower time frame, we are having some change. All right, small change. All right, and correction is just getting bigger. All right, and just continue. All right, so just continue like that. Okay, if breakdown come, yeah, wait for it to form a proper correction and then start selling for the downside. Correction is there for upside. And on Bitcoin broke out the previous bottom, 9,000, all right, and forming the ABC move. There is possibility that the Bitcoin can visit the previous low again. All right, so the breakout is very strong. There is no reason to look for Bitcoin to continue to go higher from 8,000 until you're going to have a solid price action. Okay, what it can do, it can go lower, right, like that. This bigger, huge ABC move. All right, it can keep pushing slowly back to the bottom and then again can rise. Okay, it can go further down back to that previous bottom, or maybe even lower than that. Okay, up to 2,000. Okay, so this formation is possible. All right, this formation, this ABC move is possible. It can push up to that much low. The question is how you can trade. All right, the question is how you can trade for downside on the Bitcoin and how you can trade for upside on the Bitcoin. All right, so if I'm going to go to the lower time frame, there within this area, right, within that circle, and there you see okay, that's the trend which is just emerging over there. All right, so there should be strong buying on Bitcoin, strong aggressive buying. Then price gonna go into that direction. All right, very strong. It is trying to find a bottom over there. All right, so currently it is struggling. Yeah, it's trying to form a bottom over there. So once Bitcoin gonna find a bottom over there, then it has to rise aggressively for upside to resume the bullish uptrend. Okay, so price action is very much strong for downside rather than for upside. All right, so there should be a proper correction over there before you start selling the Bitcoin to the downside. Okay, it has already broke down aggressively to the downside, and yeah, currently for correcting on lower time frame, which still can push lower for short term up to 75 or 70. 7,500 or 7,000, yeah, $500 or $1,000 more drop can happen. All right, so at least this kind of correction, and then you should resume selling on the Bitcoin to the downside. All right, okay, or you have to wait for very aggressive buying on the Bitcoin. Okay, so if I'm gonna go to the lower time frame, on lower time frame, you see that it is still struggling at short-term bearish trend. Okay, going down and again correcting. Again, slowly gonna keep pushing lower, and then you need to watch aggressive breakout for upside for buying the Bitcoin. All right. So currently, If you're trading for buying the Bitcoin, make sure you trade with care. It is bearish. And if you are selling the Bitcoin from the current price for more downside, trade with care. All right. It is not ready for sell and it is not ready for buy. Okay. This correction and then you resume selling. All right. So for buy there, you're looking for a lower time frame. All right. The formation which I have just formed over there on lower time frame, that formation to form and it to rise aggressively for upside. Okay, if you want to see those pattern formation, the pattern formation which I'm just showing you, you can have those pattern formations there. Just go to my trading view profile. You can see those formations there and similar kind of formations you looking at the current price before you start buying the Bitcoin for upside. It can even go lower than that, 5,000. It can go even back to the 3,000. All right, 5,000, as I have just shown you, it can go even to 2,000. We don't have reason at the moment for Bitcoin to get strong. We don't have reason. All right, so some banks, no, there is value. Yeah, so some banks are thinking to introduce their own digital currency. Yeah, as you guys know that Facebook is looking to introduce their own coin, Libra, but facing a lot of problem at the moment from governments. Yeah, scrutiny, a lot of scrutinies. All right, a lot of problems for the Facebook. Yeah, and some bank are. The Swiss National Bank is also talking about their own, digital coin, digital currency. If central banks are going to jump into this market, all right, or if they are going to introduce their own digital currency, yeah, then definitely Bitcoin gonna be the first coin which gonna rise. Then the central bank's currency, all right. So Bitcoin gonna be because that news gonna be positive news for the Bitcoin, and Bitcoin gonna rise very, very aggressively. So some people believe that Bitcoin gonna rise. That's why they are not selling aggressively to the Bitcoin. So Ripple, yeah, cheap bottom. It is at the bottom, struggling to go lower. Yeah, so you're looking for it to just pop up very, very aggressively for upside or stay there. If you're selling the Ripple, trade with care. There is no potential for more downside. Onoita, very much similar like last week. You're looking for them to bounce off. They are, they are again at the bottom. Oita is at the bottom. You only can expect them to rise. $0.10 move is nothing, my friend. What you talking about, all right? 10 cent, what you talking about? 10-cent move is just nothing, all right? Yeah, it can go down for one more drop, all right? Okay, yeah, it can go down. But what after that? After dropping with 10 cent, what after that? All right, let's see if that move is going to happen. What after that? Is there future for these coins or not? If so, then the move gonna be over there, this move. All right, so they're gonna bounce off. All right, everyone, I think enough for today. Hope you enjoyed that weekly market outlook. A lot of setups were there, and massive event next week. Massive event ahead of that. All right, so let's finish here. Hope you guys enjoy that. And thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. US 30 or Russell is a buy. Okay, Russell. all US major average short term up. All right, all US major average short term up. German 30, US 30, Dow Jones. All right, so there you got the Dow Jones. Okay, so Dow Jones still can go down. As I said, it depends on the trade talks, how trade talks are going to unfold. Right, how trade talks are going to unfold. It seems to me I have to hide you from this channel. Yeah, you seems to me that you're making fun, man. So you are out from this channel. So you will not be able to get back to this channel. It was making fun. Okay, so US 30, right, or Dow Jones, it can push lower back to that bottom, and then again buy from bottom. Okay, so make sure if you're trading, then you trade with care. All right, it can drop for one more back to the bottom, but what we are looking on lower time frame, we are looking for stability. So this up move, okay, this move to happen, this correction to break up, continue to go higher. Gold already done. Gold, let me show you quickly gold, guys. Many of you guys are asking for the gold. All right, so gold to break the bottom, 1485 or 1480. All right, so breakout of this bottom will open doors for more downside. Will open, drop, break out that bottom will open more down, open a door for more downside. Okay, that breakout will open door for more downside on gold. Okay, if this is not going to break down, then there are going to be one more up move. Okay, short term buy, one more up move back to that top. All right, and then again look for that top for sell. Okay, this is our structure. Watch that to break down. All right, this to break down, sell with care at this area. Okay, sell with care, or wait for that to break, correct, and then you start selling the gold to the downside. All right, so rather than selling the gold, wait for 10th of October or 11th of October. Wait for that. Gold, is heavily, correlated with the trade war these days. Heavily correlated with that. Yeah. So if we see, yeah, let me show you. Any rumors you see there in the market, those rumors are driving the market. Okay, those rumors are driving the gold prices. Okay, so it went lower when Saudi said that they are going to stop war with Iran. Gold went lower very, very aggressively. Okay, stopping war means that stability. All right, positive for the, negative for the gold. That news was negative for the gold, but positive for the negative for the safe havens and positive for the risk assets. All right, when gold hit the bottom 1485, it bounced off. We had the rumors that the US is going to delist Chinese companies from the US stock exchange and going to impose capital control on US investors, those who are looking to invest in the China. Yeah, and then gold went higher. That was rumors. That was just rumor, or you can say that fake news. It went higher on fake news. Yeah, so gold will keep doing that until we're gonna have facts, trade war facts. All right, trade talks fact. So short term, one more up move can happen. We're expecting that head and shoulder formation to break down and continue to go lower. Thank you very much. Yes, this is head and shoulder. Thank you very much for coming into the weekly market outlook. We'll see you back again next week. Until then, enjoy your week and have a profitable trading week. All right, bye bye.